hit start recording
And
and
then
see what happens.
this is a test. This is a test. We're trying to stream from my stuff. Nelson has taught me how the ways of shin podcasting. So I'm gonna probably stop the local recording, and then I'll check it out later. Well, it's still local recording and no issues. Well, for me on OBS anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is, I had to restart my internet browser. You know, delete the cookies and everything. It should be good now. Well, no, still buffering.
Yeah.
I'm not liking this.
And it's still good over here on my Xbox.
No, but the thing is, it might be me now. Like, I might not be able to watch things no more. Let me just go to someone else's channel.
Alright,
I have to go on someone else's channel.
yeah, Ghost Missile, you know, so far, yeah, we're just trying to make sure for tomorrow night's video game podcast and weekly news, we don't want to have any, like, issues like we had about 2-3 weeks ago. So, you know, Nelson and I run this thing, you know, and we always try to make sure that our work, like me as an artist, as a spriter, doing stuff like with M.U.G.E.N stuff, I want to make sure it's good to go. But yeah, if I'm slightly delayed, if you can still hear me, Ghost Missile, that's the most important thing for the time being.
As a matter of fact, ask them if they are having any hiccups, if they're seeing any buffering. Like, ask them that, because
yeah, Ghost Missile said he sees the stream is fine. He said my voice is a little bit delayed, but he said it's not too bad. You know, so Ghost Missile, stay tuned. You're gonna probably see a lot more M.U.G.E.N content now that I can have, you know, my setup, you know, the right way.
Yeah, alright. It was me. It was me. I fixed it. That was me. That was me.
But Ghost Missile, let me ask you, what's new in the M.U.G.E.N world? Like, you know, I remember last I left, there was TS M.U.G.E.N, where they were doing, like, you know, integrated tag systems, like me and you know, Raw-Win 1 and 2 did. You know, that's in most of my DC versus Marvel videos, you see a lot of that, you know, code implemented, which is closely resembling the Marvel vs. Capcom 1 tag system with a little bit of spin from the Versus series, like Marvel Capcom 2, where, let's say, okay, take the Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. You have your assists, you come in, you have one move. But the way that me and Raw-Win 2 did it, where if you bring in that assist and you hold forward, if your character, if you code it right, or you just set the states, the character will come in and throw a projectile. If you bring in the assist and hold up, then they'll do an anti-air. If you bring in the assist and do back, they'll do expansion. It's a fully dynamic, fully controllable version of... It's like we fused Marvel vs. Capcom 2 with all the alpha, beta, and gamma into Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. It was an ingenious code. You know, I looked at it and said, okay, you can do this, and I started fucking with it, and then that's how we came up with it, and then I applied it to DC vs. Marvel, which is a private edit of our Scruffy Dragons project, and those guys make hella characters, you know what I mean? And, you know, when we went to East Coast Throwdown, we had folks playing it. It was some cool ass shit, so...
Alright, so you're good right now, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Ghost Missile, Uno's tag code, it's okay, but the characters run in like Rage of the Dragons. You know, I'm more like, you know, when they jump in and do like a kick and knock you back. You know, but let's see. Uno's tag code has sacrifice kind. Yeah, you see, our code is more. Me and Raw-Win 2's code is more directly related to the Versus series tag, but Uno is like Rage of the Dragon, which is actually more like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, like you said in the chat. You know, but matter of fact, Nelson, I'm probably gonna upload this to the YouTube channel because this way, A lot of folks. I'm gonna start doing Q&As like Nelson had suggested while I'm spriting. You guys can ask me questions or make requests on the fly, and I can probably try to integrate it
Yeah,
as
see
best I
that
can.
that would make it a lot more interesting because now they actually get to see a different thing behind what we normally do, and now they get to see, okay, you're a Mugen person. They just think that you play Mugen, but when you show them that you make Mugen stuff
Mhm.
now, and trust me, the Q&A thing live while you're drawing or sketching or
Mhm.
doing stuff on the PC,
Mhm.
you're gonna bring a lot of fucking people.
You know what? I'm gonna somehow integrate that. Like, with my Saturday morning slots, like I might try to do it there after I finish playing Infamous First Light and Rayman, because I think Rayman only got like a couple weeks left on that series. And then while I'm finding another game, like let's say I run out of games, then I'll do the Mugen stuff, or one day during the week I'll set that, or I'll do it bi-weekly. We'll see. We'll see. So it is all good. Nelson, I have arrived, and thanks to you, this way now we can take the stress off of one another. Like, now you get to relax and rest. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but this is just in case if, like, let's say I can't come on time tomorrow, and let's say, like, 7:55 comes and I'm still nowhere to be found.
Mhm.
Just start it out without me. When I get home, I'll
Alright.
like jump in if I can make it. If not, just play it on without me.
This is perfect. Wow, this looks like a mega center. I got the freaking 42-inch watching the stream. No strain on my resources, and then I got the other one. Everything worked out. It looks good. Wow, we look like freaking directors, Nelson. Unbelievable. Alright, so for the local recording, I guess the Mugen Q&A stuff, I'll trim it down on YouTube or whatever, but Ghost Missile, I got a proposition for you. If I decide to bring back my Dante project, would you be able to help me re-sprite him? Currently he still plays like Kai Kisuke from Guilty Gear, and my moveset, like back then I was a novice. I really was. I had the idea in my head, but to execute it, like I didn't have all the tools. And nowadays you got folks with Fighter Factory and all that. A lot of that, like I was new. Like just like with the streaming, like I was new at it. So hopefully, if you're up to it, but you're working on this Sophia project, so if you got the time, we can make something happen. Because hell, Nelson, if you go back on some of the earlier videos, like when the anomaly was around, like those Dante videos I would put up, 18,000, 20,000 views, crazy shit, man. Like he was a wanted character, and I was the first to start trying to make him 2D playable. After Devil May Cry was released. Hell, I even have a secret version, or one I didn't really put out. Remember Hydern from King of Fighters?
Yeah.
I had him edited to look like Dante. Like I gave him a trench coat and everything. Looked like Devil May Cry 1 Dante. And there's a video that's on the channel, and I'll probably put it as trivia. You'll see my Devil May Cry 3 Dante and that Hydern Dante. And I took the face of my Devil May Cry 3 Dante and stuck it on him. But it's only just the standing spray. Everything else is Hydern. But if it's something by request, or if I can get a team of people, like my main priority though, I'm gonna finish up Gouken's half Gi sprite, and tighten up the code. Then I'm gonna move on to a couple other things. I wouldn't mind if you have the time. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna impose that on you. And I get it. You don't have to promise anything, but
Yeah. Just also as a reminder, Alex, is make sure your TV is not blasting loud
can
when
you
the
hear it
podcast. Yeah, I can hear you slightly like
in the
repeating from
background?
your TV. Yeah,
Oh,
just don't have it so that
oh, that's
it's
probably where
louder.
the delay thing is coming from.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
So if you mute your TV, then you won't get a double echo.
My bad. Oh, this mic is mad sensitive.
Yeah, same as mine. So that's why when I watch wrestling, I watch it with like very low volume.
All right, that's cool.
It's just a little reminder, like you can still watch TV, do whatever the hell you want. Just make sure that it doesn't like double echo your voice. Like if it's something else, like if you're watching wrestling, it doesn't matter because it's not
Mm.
your voice.
All right, no problem. All right,
But
so that is a test slash pilot Mugen podcast. I want to start. Actually, I want to have Mugen Lord back on here, as a guest to talk about, the current state of the Mugen community and, the fighting game community. And hell, for those who are checking out Balthazar's, Hyper Dragon Ball, Nelson, remember that now that the Nintendo DS is getting the Super Bautuden DBZ game?
mm-hmm.
I hope my buddy Balthazar finishes his project because it looks like those sprites that you saw, like, okay, remember when you were playing the demo with Vegeta, Gohan, Goku that I sent you and you did the test stream?
Mm-hmm.
This Bandai Namco game for the Nintendo DS almost looks just like it. And you see, that's the thing. I was telling folks, you got these companies that, the fighting game community, like, oh, Mugen's broken, the Mugen's this and that. But then you got the major companies who are making shit that you'll buy based off of, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with when and Capcom, when Toad TQ Jefferson, that year we went to Comic Con, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were asking them, like, I knew about Ghost Rider, I knew about the Silver Surfer and Inferno and all that, and she was like, oh, Alex, stop, you're going in too hard. I'm like, I know they look at Mugen stuff and take ideas. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, Silver Surfer, right? They're like, oh, we didn't know how to get the board to work. But I'm like, why you guys look at the Mugen stuff, why don't you just do it like, okay, he can fight on his feet, but then do like a Bison or freaking Storm, quarter circle back, and make it like he flies, like, or Magneto, like, it just too easy. Oh yeah, we didn't know how to make the board work. They should have looked at that Mugen version and just did it, but with that, I'm just gonna stop the local recording, and hopefully I can make this a regular thing. This is Wednesday,
You said Balthazar is a Mugen genius.
Yes, that man. And then, Ghost Missile, when is Majin Vegeta coming out for, because, I mean, that guy's been working on the character for a minute.
Well, they just recently showed his latest work on Event Hubs actually.
What, the trailer for Majin Vegeta or
Of
Vegeta?
Majin Vegeta and I think an updated version of Gohan and one other character.
Oh, then I gotta get it and then probably stream it on
Like
here.
if you go on Event Hubs, they actually show you like him
Is
like
this recent?
yeah.
Ew. Unbelievable. Matter of fact, you know something? Let me see. Oh, I can't fuck with the window. But no worries.
No, you can. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See
Yeah,
the Twitch window?
Yeah.
You can fuck with it right there. That's the only thing that you can touch without it affecting nothing.
Yeah, because I want to pull up that Dragon Ball trailer, but now people are watching our damn shit, like the WWE stuff that got freaking flagged or whatever, like on site. It wasn't even up a minute, like Majin Vegeta, I have no clue. He's been in development for like 3 years. You know what I think, Ghost Missile? It's the spriting that's taking so long. For me to do Goken, the first version, it took me about a year. And that's like 1,337 sprites. It took me a year to finish them. And Anomaly was with me, and like every day I was doing like 20 sprites, 30 sprites. On a good day, I'll knock out 100. That shit is not easy. I mean, you got Photoshop and doing all kinds of crazy shit. I mean, Mel Masters? He's not done yet? It's been 8 years, unbelievable. But I can't talk. My Dante's been in production since I was a sophomore in college, so yeah. But that's what's taking so long for this shit. But I think it's just spriting, and sometimes people get lazy or life. Like my Asura, right? I think he's about like 70%, but there's a lot that needs to be fixed on him. But I'm running a podcast with my partner here. I'm military stuff and going to work. It's all good. Yeah, and if Ghost Missile, check out my speed drawings. You'll see some fun shit like with me drawing Kratos, Blanca, a couple other things. Nelson, I have to do another one, and Shinwar has been asking for a Balrog picture.
So
I
why don't you do it live?
Yeah, I'm going to because I did one, I lost it, and then the second one, I didn't finish yet, so I can put it out there. I'm a
Really, Slinky Jim?
Unbelievable. Oh, Slinky Jim, I'm actually hosting this little shindig today. Nelson is Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm learning from the Grand Zen Master.
Damn, yo, you're speaking very highly of me right now. Dag.
Shut up. Chill. Unbelievable. Nelson, now I'm looking at this Chief Thunder thing. I want a rematch. I want a rematch. I want a rematch.
Well, hopefully now the next thing you can add to your arsenal is a capture card. You can do it right then off the bat.
Yeah, man. After paying this damn money for the freaking car situation, I'm not even gonna say that on this recording, but I'm gonna shut the local recording down. Thank you, YouTube, and to our folks who. This wasn't even an official show. We're just testing things out, and it turned into something. All right, so I'm gonna shut this part down. See y'all later. Out like the Juggernaut.